I got Liberty Walk, and I've got Elite 64. Which means we're going to be taking a look at this today. The Liberty Walk Lamborghini Aventador LP 700-4. Took a little while for this to arrive, but I have it in my hands. And I was going to say that it's still available because it went on sale 2 weeks ago as I'm filming this. Today it's Tuesday the 8th. I think it's the 8th. I don't even know at this point. Yeah, it's the 8th. And it went on sale on the 25th, so 2 weeks ago. And it hadn't sold out. And I was like, wow, it's taking a while. But it finally sold out. I checked this morning on August 8th, and it was sold out. So, yeah, you can't buy this anymore. But here it is. Here's the packaging. Length, width, height, weight, non-applicable. Well, that's not ominous. So, this is the new Elite 64 line. This is the, well, they're numbered. This one's number 4, but this is the third one to be released. In fact, we've been all out of order. The Chaser was number 2, first one to come out. This one was number 1, second one to come out. The Mustang was supposed to go on sale in July, but I was swapped with the Aventador. I believe the Mustang's 3 and this one's 4. I don't know. It's weird. But, yeah. These come packaged in this nice acrylic, not acrylic case, this protector. And this is nice because it actually fits car culture models. So I could take this guy and I can put it in here. And there you go. You have protectors for your car culture chases, which I like. Which is what I do with RLC models anyway. I gut their protectors and use them for other stuff like supers and whatnot. Alright, after a quick sip of water, let's crack this sucker open. I open up all my Elite 64 models. Gosh, I don't even know how to open these. How do these open? Okay, we didn't get anywhere. How do you... I'm confused. I haven't opened an Elite 64 model. There's been a massive gap between Elite 64 models. The last one came out in February. And yeah, okay, here we go. There's like a, there we go. Okay. All right. I think I got it. Yes, I have it. Oh boy. Oh boy. Check it out. Oh, okay, the wing's a little crooked, but we can fix that. We'll demonstrate that later. Before we get into that, let's do a little bit of Liberty Walk and Hot Wheels. So this is the 6th Hot Wheels Liberty Walk model. The first one, which came out in 2021. In the main line is this R35. It has gotten 3 other versions. There was a recolor in red of this version. Then they did a blue and a white one last year. And it's going to be going premium in a Team Transport mix. We then, well actually in the same year in 2021, we got this, the Huracan. Up until this Elite 64 model, it was the only non-Nissan Liberty Walk model. And this one's pretty cool. It's gotten 2 other releases. There was a white one last year and then a Kroger green one, which I don't have because that mix never hit my Kroger. We then saw this one, the Nissan Silvia S15. I believe, according to the Hot Wheels design team, this was Ryu Asada's last casting he completed with Hot Wheels before his passing. And it is a really nice model. This is one of my favorite new models of 2022. And it got a recolor in yellow that year, and this year it is gone black, gold, and there's a Target Red edition. That's already been out, and it's already been through Target and out. This guy, the Liberty Walk 2000 GTR. Weirdly enough, there's only 2 versions of it. This is the only basic one, and then they did a Car Culture or premium box set from Walmart. But this is the only basic one, and then there's, like I said, the premium one in white. Then this one, the R34, already has had a storied release. This was from last year in Mountain Drifters. This was also the Car Culture Chase. Probably the most valuable Car Culture Chase is this Skyline. There's also a Team Transport one in Modal. There's a Boulevard one. There's a Fast and Furious one. There's a lot of releases of this casting already. And yeah, And also we have Elite 64 in the back here. This was the first Elite 64 model. Kind of talking more about Elite 64 since I haven't done a video on Elite 64. I think I recorded videos for them and I just scrapped them. This is the first model, the Chaser. I think it underwhelmed some people a bit. It's got some camber on the wheels, which is kind of cool, but I don't know. I think I felt like some people may have been underwhelmed by it. And then we had the 300 SL, which has the opening doors. A little fun trivia fact about this casting is this is the only Elite 64 model that's not a new casting, or it did not debut in Elite 64. This casting was made for a special 1 of 50 IWC release that was like an auction. The proceeds went to some charity that I don't even remember, but this is the second Elite 64 model. It's pretty nice. And now this one, I think this one kind of blows them all away. So there it is, metal base, and if you do not know already, the back comes off of it. And I believe the wing also comes off if I can get it to come off. It slots in the back there. I'm going to try and kind of delicately... How does it come off? Does it just pull off, or I don't think I'll mess with it. Mine's not actually on straight, which is bothering me a bit, but the rear end here, of course, is removable, but the wing is also removable. Somehow. It comes off. Oh, I'm getting it off. There it is. It's off. So that does come off. And I think you can just put it back in. Yeah. Just goes back in, and actually that straightened out my wing. That's good. And also the rear engine compartment comes off of this guy somehow, and there goes a loud car as I'm trying to open this. Good lord, that's a loud car. I still can't get this open. I might have to like punch it out with a toothpick. You can see the posts here where it rests. And I can't get this out. I might cut back, get like a toothpick, and I'll try and poke it out. I have a toothpick. Let's see if I can poke this out. It's like a little spit. Instantly, as soon as I put the toothpick there, it instantly popped out. So yeah, the engine cover comes off here, and you can see a little bit of detail right there. It says Liberty Walk. LB Performance made in Japan right there on the back. Liberty Walk there, Liberty Walk there. I don't know if it says something else. I can't really read it. It's really small. Liberty Walk on the back. Imagine all the people living in peace. I can imagine that. Separate pieces for the mirrors. The headlights look like they're insert pieces, but they're printed over, which is kind of interesting. Small Lamborghini logo right there. Trying to get it all in focus. This is a nice model. This is really cool. The removable pieces are sweet. Now, I think there's like one complaint that people have had, is that there's too much engine cover here. Like there should actually be more body, like more die cast, but I think because they had to do the opening, or the removable engine cover, they had to put more plastic here to support it. But the engine cover shouldn't be this big, but honestly, who cares? You have a model that has removable pieces that, you know, 164 model with removable pieces is pretty cool. Now I gotta figure out how to put this back in. So I think the exhaust, there's two holes for the exhaust that slot in right here. There is holes for the exhaust. Did they go in? I don't know. It's weird. But I'm going to pop this off again. No, I don't think the exhausts go through there at all. I think... No, there's no holes. They just get blocked. And that just slots in. There you go. That's pretty cool, I will say. Let me just try and get it on real straight. Is it not going on straight? I'm trying to get it and make it go on straight. Alright, awkward cut as I'm trying to put this rear end back on. It's not going on like flush. I don't know if it's supposed to or not, but It's kind of hard for me to maneuver this just because my hands are kind of big. Come on. This is kind of weird. Is it supposed to be really like flush? I think that's it. I don't know. That looks really weird in the back though. Maybe that's supposed to be like that. I don't know. But this is a cool model. The removable pieces are pretty sweet. And the detail you get with this is nice. And I think this might be the model that turns people on to Elite 64, because the thing with Elite 64 is that we've only gotten 2 other releases. And they were half a year ago. They were, back in January, February. And, I think a lot of people may have been underwhelmed. The Chaser doesn't look too bad. You gotta keep in mind, these are $30 after shipping and tax. And more if you live, if you have to pay international shipping if you're in another country. So, Hot Wheels is really going to have to do something unique and different from the rest of the other premium diecast brands to, I think, separate this line from other brands like Tarmac Works, Mini GT, Tomica Limited Vintage, and, all these other premium brands that are popping up out of nowhere. We really do live in a golden age of premium diecast because there's more options now than before. And I think for this line to be successful, Hot Wheels is going to have to do something different. They're going to have to make these models worth the money, and I think this does that. I think maybe the last 2 not quite, because the Chaser, as cool as it is, I just don't think many people are interested in the model. This is not a super popular Japanese car, in the US that is. I don't see too many people clamoring for a Chaser. I mean, I think Tarmac Works did one. I think they recently did a Chaser, but also with no cool, unique gimmicks besides just slight camber on the wheels. I don't think people were quite enthusiastic about that one. The 300 SL is really nice, but Hot Wheels has done so many 300 SLs. They have a 300 SL in Basic, Premium, RLC, and Elite 64. And in fact, this livery was seen on a Premium 300 SL already in a Car Culture box set. So, I think Elite 64, to be successful and to be worth it, I think Hot Wheels is going to have to do more unique stuff, which they are. The Mustang that they're doing is awesome. I really dig it. And we're gonna check that out when it drops, but I'm really excited to see what Elite 64 has to offer in the future. I hope Mattel goes in this more unique direction, kind of giving us stuff that is only... Because the reason why a lot of people buy Hot Wheels is for that Hot Wheels flavor. Hot Wheels kind of has a certain vibe and energy. And I think for Elite 64 to be successful, it has to capture that energy. It can't just make replicas of well-established cars or be kind of mild. It has to be wild. They have to break boundaries like this. You got to be different. In this day and age of diecast, you have to be different. And that is what I think this Liberty Walk Aventador achieves. It is different. It is awesome. It has removable pieces. It's sweet. That's really what I wanted to talk about Elite 64. Just like, where do I want to see this brand go? Where do I hope it goes? And I hope it goes in the direction of this Aventador. I really want to see more stuff like it. More unique stuff, more cool features, more high details. Just stuff that only Hot Wheels could deliver to you. And that's all I gotta say. See ya.